you and your wife minister at a lot of family camps or marriage retreats. I know you've done a family camp for us here in Sydney, and we'd love to have you guys back to do another one. But what are some tips that you have for maintaining your marriage when you're involved in ministry in particular? Because that's where, I talked about it a little bit earlier. That's where it can get a little bit hairy if we're struggling with boundaries.
Well, again, awesome. It's great questions. Questions that deserve weeks of study and
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about.
Yeah, I know. When
But
I was writing them down, I was like, "Oh," each one of these could be like an hour-long conversation with you, but
correct.
I'm
But
asking you to just put it in like 5-10 minute packages. But
well, but I think some of the things that we've already talked about, such as being able to maintain healthy boundaries, being able to be transparent, being able to set some definite priorities as to what is first in your life, um, being able to rank things in order. Because if you can't minister to and serve your wife or your husband or your children, and you think I'm going to go serve the youth group or I'm going to serve the church, but I have no willingness to be a servant at home,
mm,
um, all of those kinds of things. Your family is your first church. It's the first place where you play out your ministry. It is the ultimate relationship between Christ and the church, bride and bridegroom. And so, if I can't be kind to my wife, I
mm,
I'm upside down if I get up and I'm kind to everybody
yeah,
in the
so true.
service. And so, kind of recognizing and being willing to listen, get get tune-ups, if you will. And that's kind of what family camp is about, and those kinds of things where we prioritize, reset boundaries, recognize, wow, I need to spend a little more time with this. I need to maintain, um, a little more of uh, kindness, love, et cetera, et cetera.
Mm,
And then, recognizing a marriage can never be 50-50. It's you're 100% in all the time. And if
yeah,
you ever try to be fair, it's not going to work. And
mm,
if you are trying to minister from a sense of being fair, you're going to get your feelings hurt big time because people won't treat you fair. People won't be fair. People won't be kind. And so if you're going to show the love of the Lord, so, you know, unfortunately, it doesn't always happen this way, but anybody who's involved in ministry ought to have the best marriages,
mm,
home, et cetera, et cetera,
yeah,
because of that. Now, obviously, without a doubt, I can, if someone is not wanting to live for God or someone does not choose to, serve God with you, there's not much you can do about that. And I
right.
recognize that. But ultimately, this is not about them. The first person I have to change is me.
Mm, yeah, that's
So
good.
anyway, and that's constant. That's constant readjusting, all of that. If
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does, and the priorities that you're setting for your life, for your family. I love so many different things that you brought out there. That the first place you're going to serve is at home, and that when you're married, you're serving one another. My pastor talks about that a lot. Marriage is about serving one another. And if you are consistently prioritizing your spouse, and your spouse is doing the same thing, then uh, your marriage is going to go quite well.